You have no choice.
What's up, Doc? All right, so I've done this with all three groups so far, or so two other groups so far. Do you have any questions, comments, or concerns before we start here?
Anything
that needs to be brought to my attention at all? I'll ask the same thing again once we're done here, but I want to know beforehand.
So far, no.
No. Doc's like, set everything on fire. No, don't do that. That's bad.
Yeah, you try and set a sewer on fire. That'd be hilarious.
That was the last group, too.
Wait, I've seen sewers explode in videos, so maybe it's definitely possible.
There's bits of us flying all over the...
That's one way to kill the Ninja Turtles.
That is true. Gonna choke out fucking Shredder. Master Splinter. God, I'm fucking all over the place today. Why am I doing it that way? Alright.
It's fine.
Yeah, it'll be fun, don't worry.
No, I didn't say fun, I said fine.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be fun.
Fun and fine.
Alright. So we last left off with a valiant escape through the sewers.
Oh wait. What was our hobo's name?
I don't remember what you named your hobo.
Tim the hobo.
If I'm correct, only one hobo made it out with you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, just the one. Let's call him Steve.
He's our friend now.
Steve the hobo. Now, you guys were running away from some assassin-type people. Or were they guards? You do not know. Maybe you do know.
I mean, I would assume guards don't use poison blades.
That is also true.
We were technically also running from guards, too.
So you have kidnapped a lady in red.
Surprise adoption.
After a surprise adoption, I think at the moment she's knocked out thanks to Fats. Or not Fats.
I think she passed out.
Did she pass out, or did fucking... what's his face? Fucking...
Torval?
This is why I streamed the last... Wait, is it still up? The video?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember it.
This is why we should have watched it.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. We can retcon some stuff.
Other, she's asleep.
Where the fuck is his character at anyways on the screen?
Who?
Is it down below? Like right here?
No.
Hey,
I don't see,
Oh, we had that one layer for the roof, too.
Did we? No, his token isn't even on the screen. Oh, whatever.
User joined your channel.
Hello, people. Alright, so you guys dove through a sewer entrance and are now underground in the sewers. You're in a circular room with a long hallway in front of you, and at the end of that hallway is a door. Everything is sort of masoned out and is stonework. Norman attempted to try and discern why this doesn't look like a normal sewer, and attempted to try and figure out who the make was, but he couldn't put his mind to it. So Norman has entered an eternal sleep until he arrives back from his astral projection, fuck if I know, and yeah, he's just laying on the ground in the fetal position.
Up you go.
What else I thought was, you know how people flush drugs down the drain?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's just say he was curious about a pile of stuff, and...
Ah, yeah. The opposite of sniffing salts. Revnol! So, yeah, so you have to figure out what to do with his body. We can just retcon him out for the scene, or for the session if you guys want to. I'll leave that up to you. Just so he doesn't... Okay, we'll magically just write him off, because scheduling issues and shit.
He had to go visit somebody quickly and do something.
Yeah,
He'll be
sure.
back.
You know what? He went down a different tube as he jumped down. You'll find him later, probably. Who knows?
There we go. That's good.
All right, so yeah.
It's like a water slide thing where it goes all different directions, but
Well,
ends
it's-
up in the same spot.
More like a mudslide that smells like shit that is actually a shit slide. But either way, yeah. So you guys are in a circular room, a long hallway with a metal door at the end. You guys definitely know that this isn't a standard normal sewers. To recap, Dorville's sort of banging his head on the height here, and everybody else is can walk comfortably.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
So you do have the mistress in red hanging out here. She is, let's just say she's unconscious.
Slung over my shoulder.
What do you do?
What's the door metal?
Door is metal.
Alright.
I will attempt to open the door.
What? You open the door.
Ha ha!
The Lux did not stand a chance.
Now you open the door, and you're sort of at a T intersection. You can go left or you can go right.
Which one leads to the sun?
You don't know that.
We will go to the left.
You
Leads
guys
to the
head left. As you begin to walk down to the left, you start to hear noises coming from ahead of you. And ahead of you, you see another metal door.
What kind of noises?
It sounds... You sort of hear, like, clapping. You hear, like, yeah! You hear the sound of, like, crowd being all hyped up.
That's a weird sound to hear in the sewers. I think we should go investigate.
Is there slots through the door, like bars or stuff?
No, these are like just sheet metal with handles.
I push my way through the door.
This door, as you get closer, does not open as you try to push it. You see a handle, and now that you're closer, you see an almost impossible to see slot as if someone can open it up.
Are you sure I see that?
Oh yeah. You know what? Roll perception. I forgot your guy is just fucking
I
blind.
mean, maybe Urist could see it from back there, but...
All right, yeah. You don't see shit. All you see is the handle. Everybody else sees this.
Was that unnatural? No, it
I'm
was
just
a
gonna
3
be-
minus 1.
Up in the air, just hanging onto the handle, just waiting for my body weight to take it. Just imagine Cazadeus just like holding onto this, just wrapping around it with his hands and feet.
All right, you see it. Everybody sees it except for Cazadeus because Kaz is fucking blind.
Even though Dwarville has no night vision.
Open, confound you!
You got a point.
No,
It is pitch black.
blind. I'm completely blind if it's pitch black down here.
No, even he can see it.
Yeah, not even he can see it.
Oh, it's just a white light
Do
shining.
you need a light, dragon man?
I'm gonna walk forward until I see the door and look through the slot.
The slot is not open.
Attempt to look through the slot.
It's dark. You're blind.
Okay.
I attempt
I've
to look through the
accomplished
slot.
nothing. It is
All right, the slot is closed.
knock on the door.
The slot opens, and you see a pair of eyes looking at you.
How
Hello,
big?
wall.
Standard human eyes. And you hear a low grumbly voice, password.
Praise the sun!
Slot closes.
Was there light on the other side of the door?
Yes, when he opened it, lights was coming through.
Okay.
And the sound of clapping and crowds got a little louder.
Could anything be made out, or was it just his eyes?
You got a bushy mustache, and he had graying eyebrows. That's what you saw.
Can
And his
somebody-
nose.
Can somebody light a torch?
I've got even better. Sunblade. Bit of the sun.
Kaz's lightsaber lights up.
Shh, branding. We can't say that.
Oh shit. Kaz's
Physical light.
light sword.
There
Yeah,
we
there we
go.
go.
Light sword.
Physical light sword. Yeah, let's go with that.
Off-brand sword.
Oh yeah. His light off-brand saber.
Chinese off-brand.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the door now. Like see if there's anything,
All right, you see the eye slot, and you see the door handle.
any markings on it or anything?
You notice that it looks like it's been knocked on. Plenty, sort of dirty. Even though it's a sewer and most shit's dirty, but this one, you can visibly see someone has knocked on this door plenty of times.
I shall jingle my coin purse and say I've got gold for wagering.
The slot opens.
Would you like a tip, good sir?
You sort of see the eyes sort of like rise up as it's trying to look down at Kaz.
I'm down here.
You
I'm
can't
just
step
gonna
back.
Climb up and I'm gonna just stand on the door handle.
Hey, that's
Hello
ninja.
there.
5. Excuse me. Wow. Man, I just went full Kaz there for a second. 5 gold per person.
Sure. Pay the man, Kaz.
All right. Let's see. It's oh, that's right, Steve. You still with us?
Steve is just standing there, very just like blank-minded.
He's a good partner.
Oh, Shoma, I have
Yeah.
a question.
Go ahead.
Could I roll something for the password? Like, say something randomly, and if it's like a 20 or something, I get in. Or we get in.
What would I roll check to kind of determine if this sounds like a reasonable amount? That'd be wisdom.
So you're gonna try. So one of you wants to try and figure out if that's a reasonable amount. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a wisdom check. I don't know which one though. Yeah, you fucking have no clue. So I would say that is a. I don't think you can get away with the password, but you can try and convince them to let you in for free. But you're gonna have to use your words.
Yeah, that's the
Any
problem.
Any chance we could get a discount with an offering of 10% of our winnings?
I pay the man.
All right, the man is paid.
I pay for everyone.
The slot closes. The door, you hear like 17 different locks. You even hear a bar lock. And then you just hear like a ding. And he opens the door.
Oh,
Bad neighborhood.
I was standing there.
Alright, now you guys see in. This room is well lit. Torches on every wall. And you see a crowd of people in a circular fashion, all looking downward into what appears to be some kind of arena.
Ooh, an arena. Who's fighting? Or what's fighting?
You can't see right now. You're still at the door.
Well, okay,
You see
I'll go in.
You see a full bar, and you see a lot of people drinking, having a good time. Most people here, though, are definitely more scourge of the earth kind of people. Very ratty looking, very disgusting looking. You also see up on the roof over this arena is just caked in blood.
How did blood get all the way up there? How far down is the arena floor?
You don't know yet. You did just walk in, so I'm just there describing the scene for you guys. You see a guy up on a pedestal, and he's sort of directing bets. You see him, exchanging gold and shit like that. And you see a guy next to him was writing everything down.
I'll walk in.
All right. Dorville goes in.
Oh yeah,
Follows.
I'm going in.
All right, you guys enter in.
Blade, obviously.
Bit of
We're going-
gladiatorial sport.
Does Hugh the hobo follow?
Yes, Hugh, Steve, the hobo follows. The guy closes the door. You now visibly see all these locks. And you just see him go one by one. Ding. The last one is literally he just kicks a bell.
There's no reason. He just kicks the bell.
He just kicks the bell.
It's like the store thing where you open the door and the bell rings.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes, exactly. All right.
Go over and see who's fighting.
All right. You sort of push your way through. Now there's about 3 rows of people, or 3 circles of people around this arena.
How tall are they? Because if they're shorter than me, I'll just look over them.
You have to push through the first row, or the first outer row, and then you can sort of see over. You see down in this arena-like thing, 3 goblins fighting it out right now.
Ooh, fun.
Now, this isn't the widest arena. This is underground, and they are like beating each other up with makeshift weapons that the crowd is throwing down to them.
So kind of like wrestling.
Kind of like
No!
Far Cry 5.
It's
to the death.
it's definitely wrestling to the death would be the way to put it.
Where people throw the chairs.
Yeah. You see people throwing in like broken bottles and shit like that. That's primarily the main weapons.
A folding chair.
Yeah, a folding chair.
I'm pretty much just proceeding forward, just walking under people.
Yeah, you walk under people. But yeah, that's what you see when looking down.
Rip his teeth out!
And one of the goblins takes your advice and just jumps on another goblin, punches it in the face a couple times, and just starts to, like, with one hand on top of the teeth and the one other hand on the jaw teeth, he just rips the head open.
Ooh.
And then another goblin jumps on that goblin, starts choking him out, and they keep going at it.
This
I'm
is my
assuming
kind of
it's a
place.
1-1-1-1-1.
Yeah, it's 1-1-1. Well, now it's 1v1 because the other goblin's dead from getting his head ripped
Yeah.
apart.
50 gold on the Tooth Ripper!
Do you actually make that bet?
Oh yeah.
All right. You have 50 gold on the Tooth Ripper.
I want to go talk to the bet guy. I want to see if I can get on it.
And when you yelled it out, the betting guy's like, 50 gold! 50 gold! On Tooth Ripper! You're gonna walk up to the betting guy?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. He's up a little bit higher than everybody else. He's pointing at people, shit like that, writing names.
What kind of comment goes on in here?
Hold on, I'm busy, sir. We must wait for the fight to end. Another gold on Tooth Ripper!
All right.
So he seems very busy with what he's doing. The guy next to him is writing down all the bets at like ferocious speed. Almost feel the heat coming off of his pen as he writes.
I just watch the fight.
All right.
Cheering on Tooth Ripper from the side.
All right.
Oh boy, here it comes.
It's a big D20 today because this is a fun little fight here. All right. So, 5 minutes goes by. It's a very dense fight. Does any of you throw a weapon in at all? Because right now, Tooth Ripper doesn't have a weapon. He's fighting unarmed. The other guy, the other goblin, they call him Squarehead because his head is very square, has a broken chair leg in his hand.
What
It's
do I
not-
Javelin!
Okay, right to that. I was gonna throw something else, but you can throw your javelin. It's fine with me.
Tooth Ripper grabs the javelin. And the fight goes till Tooth Ripper stabs Squarehead through the front of his square,
Yeah!
and Squarehead goes down.
Spit him like a rat on a fire!
Now the crowd goes wild, and you hear people after the fight's over just yelling explicitives in every language possible.
I wonder what the payout was on him. Was
No one expects the javelin.
no, not necessary.
I'm gonna
People were
go
throwing
collect my
weapons to
winnings.
All right, you collect 75 gold pieces. Not on top of your 50, but
Okay,
75
so
total.
25 extra, yeah.
Yeah.
You got any healing left, friend? I want to go in there and I want to fight.
Was that to me or?
That was to Cat.
I got any what left?
Healing.
Healing.
Magics.
Oh, let me speak to the sun. Hold on.
Rubs his arm. It's
Hold on, sun. Put me on hold.
oh man, you gotta redial that.
Oh, yes, yes. How much healing can I give you?
I don't need a lot, just a little bit.
I can't see you. I can't see what. I don't know what you're at.
Oh, if I was out of 112, I'd feel about 77%. Okay.
Hanya the beach away. 20.
Wow.
Was that a?
I was gonna say something, but then I forgot what I was gonna say, so I just kinda went with it.
You went full Lion King, and then you just ruined it.
You
I
could have
just
said
sucker
the
punch him in
circle
the
of life.
forehead with the healing.
That's what I was waiting for, the circle of life. Let's give you a clean page for now.
Time to draw.
Alright, so the betting man starts yelling off, "Up next, we have a fight between..." He's like reading off a list that the list guy handed to him. Ooh, tonight we are going to have a special fight.
Ooh.
We will have a group battle between orcs.
Oh, we all in on this? Thought it was just him.
What?
Are we all in on the fight?
No, it was just saying, you know.
No, he's announcing the next fight coming up.
Oh.
And a Minotaur!
I want in on the action.
Sorry, sir, this is a slave fight only.
Very well.
He's a slave to the sun.
I kick him.
He's only an acolyte.
I see that you haven't brought a slave of your own. Would you like to sign her up for a fight?
No. No.
Part of me wants to, but
No, she would explode
First would say
instantly.
No, this one's more of a sex slave. Can't go ruin the merchandise like that.
What about Steve? Steve, you want to go fight?
Steve the champion.
Steve actually picked up a broom, is like brooming the floor.
Oh, well, good for you.
he gets paid after this.
You sure? We will pay you money to let her fight.
No.
She will go up against Olga the Destroyer.
Hmm.
I think she's got good odds there, Ernest.
Yeah, solid odds. There's no way she could lose.
5,000 gold if you let her fight.
Oh, man. No, we can't.
No.
We can't. We just walk away. I walk away with her.
The crowd starts booing you guys.
I'll fight y'all.
Oh, you hush.
None of them are really like in a fight mood. They're just booing you, like crowd booing. All right, so what do you guys do at this point? You see them sort of like wiping blood off down there. They're cleaning up for the next fight.
Well, I guess we gotta find the exit and continue on.
I guess I'm gonna nudge one of the other people in the crowd. Hey, do you remember the way back to the surface?
He sort of just looks over at you.
I'm down here.
He puts his head down as he sort of had his hand up to like talk to you, and then he just like looked left and right, and then he looked down at you. He's like, "Well, yeah, you go out the main door, and you go straight."
Ah, thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. And he
Have a gold for your trouble.
takes the gold from your hand and just gives it right to the betting guy.
Wager it good. Praise the sun.
He just looks at you like weird. Like, the fuck
We
is
all
this guy
look at
talking
him
about?
Alright, we'll find the main exit. Was it the one we just came in?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. You guys come back to your old, grizzled-looking man. And he looks at you guys and he's like, 5 minutes? Really? You're gonna make me open this door again?
Hey, I already broke even.
Shrugs.
Yeah, we made some money.
And he starts going through the locks again.
Here, have 3 gold for your trouble.
Yay.
Cazadeus the philanthropist.
Praise the sun next time you get up there.
Gives you a thumbs up. Yay. So as you guys walk out, you hear the locks going ding 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 ding.
Wait, I want back
Wait,
in
wait.
now.
Ding.
No, I can be walking away.
We should have brought Tooth Ripper with us. I liked him.
Is Steve with us?
Steve?
Do you want Steve to be with you?
Nah, Steve can stay.
Oh, shit, we left Steve. Ah, well, he'll be fine.
You guys want to knock on the door?
I have a feeling that dwarf will try to kill us and just ignore us if we do it again. Or the human, whatever
Hold
it
on.
is.
You're going ahead. I'll knock on the door, then run. Anyone got a bag and a torch? Maybe a shovel. Somebody stung off the door.
We continue walking away while Cazadeus concocts his plan.
It's a classic. I remember doing this. Oh, it was about 200 years ago.
We're
so
walking away. We're already
yeah,
gone.
so Dorval walks away. Erst, are you gonna join in on Kez's fun? All right, Kez, are you gonna do this?
Yeah, I'll do it. Light a bag of poop on fire, knock on the door, then run.
All right. You hear the slot open, and you hear "Son of a bitch!"
Just do the little heel click on the way out.
Oh God! All right, yeah. So you guys head forward, and you hit another door, but this one's open, and you see a revolving sort of staircase that just sort of goes around in a circle.
Oh, well. That's the way to the surface. Let's go that way.
All right, so you guys head up, and you come out in almost like a guard post, but it's sort of a rundown building. A couple bums sleeping around.
Neat. What was our goal?
Our goal was to escape the assassins and maybe guards.
We look around. I look around carefully, see if there's anything, assassins and or guards and or guard assassins.
You gonna open up the door and look?
I'm gonna look right through the door.
You can try, but I'll give you a disadvantage.
Oh, only disadvantage.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, no, I'll open the door and look.
All right,
Ever
go
so
ahead
gently.
and roll perception.
Oh God, it's been so long.
All right.
Persuades.
I persuade there to be no guards out there.
Okay.
15.
You sort of peek your head out. You look around. You don't see any guards. It's sort of this like nondescript alleyway. You see a lot of just mud and just shit laying around. Very similar to the one you were in before.
Oh, actually, before we go out there, should we bound and gag the royalty? Just to be on the safe side?
I think she'll be fine.
But at least gag. Yeah, I'm gonna try to bound and gag her.
Well, are we still in the slums?
You you can sort of make out that you're definitely in some kind of slums, with the guys sleeping in the room around you.
So did she ever tell us what she wanted? I think it was about her child or something. I think that's what it was.
First, you might have to do this. I'm not very good with the knots these days. Not with an arthritis and such.
So instead of Cazadeus tying or gagging the lady, you gag a sleeping bum.
Ah, well.
Close enough.
And the bum doesn't even wake.
Now remember, the story,
sure
if
he's
anyone
asleep?
asks, is we picked her up in the pits.
That's his kink.
All right. Yep. So she's gagged.
And
You guys are
she's
just-
still got a
User
little fight to
disconnected
her.
from your channel.
You guys gonna just carry the body around, or?
We
That's
could
kind
just
of
leave her.
suspicious. Well, no, she might die.
That's a bad thing. Besides, who's gonna
We'd be
throw
more
her in a
trouble than
pile
we
of
currently are.
bones?
How close to the bar that I worked at are we?
You don't know. Like I said, it's sort of a nondescript alleyway, and there's a lot of those throughout the city.
All right. Does anybody have an extra cloak or a sack or something? Blanket, tarp, half a sail.
I've got some bedding.
We'll cover her with that as she's slung over my shoulder.
Sack of potatoes for the bard.
Yep, that's what it is. A sack of potatoes.
I'm not sure I gagged the right one. As I take the bedding and try to wrap it, I'm just gonna start wrapping the same bum I gagged.
The bum doesn't wake up.
Until someone
Hey,
corrects this.
wrong one. Over here.
I like this one better. This one doesn't bitch as much.
Well, that may be true, but
Alright.
All right, you wrap her up.
Red, we're gonna go for a walk out of the slums.
All right, so you guys
Carefully.
walk out, and you have a left and right way you can go again. Another T intersection, I'm gonna call it. To the left seems to be a more populated walkway. It seems like a main road. To the right seems to, now that you're out there, you can see that you guys are along the wall of the city.
Oh, okay. Let's go along the wall. I suggest to the group.
Alright.
Let's do it.
All right, so you guys make it. You guys take a right and you start walking. You reach the wall. You notice that you guys are definitely deep in the slums now. You see a lot of people just sort of sleeping around. You see a couple beggars hanging out, just sort of with their hands out. What did you just type?
It's my hotkey is tilde, and
Holy fuck!
whenever I push to talk, it just types a bunch.
Okay.
Maybe we should ask one of the bums if they remember the way to your bar.
Like, I should know where it is.
Yeah. Now you sort of have a way to sort of align yourself.
Yeah, we'll walk that way.
All right.
Avoiding people as best
Okay.
you can.
So you guys walk and you make your way. You start to make your way to Dorville's bar, but you come across a group of guards that are blocking sort of like a checkpoint pass to get to the bar. What do you do?
Okay. Well, before we go close enough for them to notice that we're trying to turn around, I look to see if there's any buildings nearby. Like, that I can climb up. We can climb up. Walk
Are
that
there
way.
some like side alleys that potentially the rest of the group could go down while I distract the guards? Maybe.
No, because this is sort of like a gated checkpoint. When you pass through this, you are passing into sort of like the commerce area where his bar is located. In a defense of the city, if the front part of the city was to fall, they would close these gates to slow down the attackers on the inside.
Yeah.
So the next checkpoint that you know of is on the other side of this entire section, which could take you a couple hours to navigate to. But you're still at this sort of the same thing as there's a checkpoint in your way.
All right, time to roll up and bribe the guards.
Now, you do know that there are ways past this, but they are usually guard points, like, you know, towers where there's guards, you know, filled inside of it. You can climb up over the walls, or there's possible, if you guys could fly, you could go over that way too.
We could call the guards away from the point and be like, "Hey, there's a fight going on." See if that would work.
How many
We
guards
could
are
just
there?
try to bribe them.
You see 4 guards, with two others stationed up above. They're sort of keeping watch over this segment of the wall.
Well, I'm against fighting right now
I wouldn't say
because they're
Oh,
shitty
wait.
guards.
I didn't mean like
4?
us fighting them. I mean like, hey, there's we start a fight by like throwing coins on the ground or something, and then the bums start fighting each other.
Or we could just bribe the guards.
All right.
With the gold. Or we could just, attempt to walk by them.
Yep.
I
I guess we'll.
I think we should attempt to walk by them and then bribe them.
If they start to
provided-
question us, be like, "Oh, I didn't know. He owed you a toll. Here's 20 gold." But anyways, so I
Alright.
guess we approach the guard station.
You approach the guard station, and as you're walking up, one of the guards puts his hand up. Halt!
How's it going tonight, there? I hear it's happy hour at the bar.
He waves you on and walks up to Steve.
Oh, okay, we go on. Bye, Steve. Wait, didn't we leave Steve behind?
Yeah, we all.
Oh, did you guys leave Steve behind? Oh yeah, never mind.
I mean, he could have just popped back out again.
Yeah, you got a fucking bum that looked like Steve
All
that
right,
was trying to get by, and he was begging to the guards. So you guys get waved on through.
all right, we'll go through.
Sweet. Not everything's an engagement.
You never know. All right, so you guys make it through. You're now in the sort of in the marketplace area where Dorval's bar is. Halt. Yeah, and every guard you pass by has made a arrow to the knee joke.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
Till I took an arrow to the knee.
Arrow to the knee. Arrow in the knee.
AKA, that means you got married. But either way.
All right, go to my bar. Well, not my bar. The bar I worked at.
All right. So you enter. It's in the day, so they're sort of doing a flip over. They're cleaning the other crew. So you enter into the bar. At this point, your bedroll starts to shake and move.
We need
Conk
a
it on
room
the head, conk it.
urgently.
I'm gonna leap up and cock it with my hand over where I think the head is.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack roll.
Alright. Just do a mace roll, I guess.
Can't hit her with the mace.
Oh no, I'm just doing the mace roll because it's on my quick bar.
Okay.
It's me
All
hand, but
right. So we'll say you did -4 of that. All right. Yeah. The bedroll stops moving. Dorville, you know you have a room upstairs since you work here.
Okay, we're going up to my room.
All right, you three. Good.
What?
oh, I was gonna stay below and try to see, is the wee man here?
The wee man.
Yes,
What was his
where's
name
the
again?
wee man? The kid.
I know, but what was his name? His name
Oh.
again?
What did you name him?
Secretariat, I think.
Oh yeah.
Secretariat.
I'm gonna call him
That's
wee
what
man.
we named it.
So Secretariat is not here. Him and another barmaid were sent on an errand.
That's fine by me.
Alright, I guess we'll be going. I'll be joining Dorval and the rest.
All right, Ernst, what do you do?
Follow up.
All right, you guys enter into Dorville's room. Dorville, describe your room for us.
It's a room. Doesn't have much in it. It's a bed and a chair and a desk, and that's about it.
All right, Dorville's boring, plain-ass life is immediately known to you guys. Yeah.
It's temporary. It's temporary.
Actually, I'm gonna stand outside the door.
All right, what are you doing when you stand outside the door? You're just gonna stand there and
Just stand there.
okay.
Listening in what's going on inside.
Ah, okay, you can do one of those. Gotcha.
It's probably
Alright.
better.
So Dorval and Kaz, you guys are inside the room.
Neat.
Maybe wait for a listen downstairs or wherever for the people to come back.
Okay.
Do you know if there's anything in this bar to wash up with? Maybe a mop bucket or something I could leap into? I stink to high heaven!
There's a bathhouse out back. It's not much. It's cold, dirty, but you can get clean.
Anything's gotta be cleaner than this. I'm going up the window.
I sigh.
Ha ha!
Is it always like this with him? I say to no one because no one else is in the room with me and it's just me.
As I fly through the air, I yell, "Praise the sun!"
First, the door next door opens up and yells, "Shut up! Trying to sleep." And the door closes again. Alright, so Kaz goes to clean up. Dorville, you're alone in the room. Ernst is waiting outside the room.
I'm gonna send Eddie on a little errand.
Alright, what are you sending Eddie to go do?
See how my house is doing.
Okay. Eddie flitters off. So the bedroll starts to shake again.
Oh yeah, I'm letting her out on the chair.
Alright, go ahead and make a athletics check, cause she's punching and fighting now again.
Yeah.
She also seems to be partially concussed, so you can go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh god, why did you hit her, dude?
Alright, yeah.
Asking questions
got her.
utterly.
You got her held down. Put her in the chair. She's still fucking biting and kicking, kind of thing.
Oh, easy.
She's still gagged.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a few simple questions. I want you to answer them. What is it you were trying to ask us? Well, my dwarven friend before.
What is your quest?
You scream, it's going right back in, forcefully. Ugh. I slowly pull it back. She starts to scream?
No, she does not scream.
Alright. I ask her the same question.
What was the question? I was
Well,
prepping my gagging sounds.
Ah, good. What were you trying to ask my dwarven friend? Just cold stare.
Yeah, she's just staring at you.
Well, I'm staring at her with no emotion.
She's doing the same thing.
Alright. I can see this is getting nowhere. Look. Those people are crazy. Just tell me what you want.
I want to go home.
Obviously. I think there was something else you wanted, though.
I wanted my child.
Now we're getting somewhere. What happened to your child?
He was taken from me and sold into slavery.
Ask her to describe it.
Yeah.
The child.
I do that. And I also ask, why was your child sold into slavery? Or taken from you? How? Like, who did it?
I don't know who did it. That's what part of I'm trying to figure out.
Well, why did you come to us?
I didn't come to you. You kidnapped me.
You obviously asked for the... Okay, I'm realizing why she came to this house in the first place, because that's where we asked them to deliver him from the slavery. And then he was bought from said... this is her, and then he was bought from said slave pits, correct? I'm assuming you asked around, correct?
Yes.
And that led you there, correct?
If I give up my sources, they die.
Very well. I'm trying to think of how I should proceed.
As you think, Casdeus's head pops up in the window. You got any clean clothes? I'm about to catch the chill out here.
Dorval, your room's on the second floor, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know
And
how we got
Casdeus
out there.
is as naked as the day he was born at the moment.
Ass freed.
But it's just his head poking up into the window.
There's a towel I throw him. What equates to a
Kaz,
towel?
go ahead and roll a dexterity check to catch this towel.
Oops.
Oh, shit, drop the soap! Ah!
Yeah, all you hear is Kaz yell out as he falls.
Luckily, it's a pool, and he lands in the pool.
Yeah, you land back in the pool. And when you hear the splash, you actually see the water kick up at the window.
Well, and if you need me, you can just come out
I
and
am
get me.
going to gesture for you to come in.
No,
Knock on the door.
Urs, the door behind you gets knocked on.
I open the door. Hello? Who is it?
Come in. I close the door again because of that, and then I open it again. It's like, get in here, and I grab him.
Alright, Urs, you're brought into the room.
Look, I need help. I'm not exactly the negotiator type. Like, I think we all know what happened. I tell him. I am all
But-
for.
But are you really the mother?
Do you ask her that? Okay.
Do you ask that? Okay.
That's
Yeah,
the real
yes,
question.
I'm the mother.
What royal house? Are you royalty? Because you had a lot of guards.
Sure, she does not respond to that.
Interesting.
I think Secretariat said the Secretarian house, I think. Or at least that was his last name.
He is Secretarian. I love it. I'm totally using that as his full name.
The secretary.
I think that was his name, like you even came up with it. Show it.
I didn't come up with it.
I have the name you gave him, by the way. I just found it.
That
But
was last year.
Yeah, I'm totally sticking with Secretarian. Alright, she does not respond to your question if she's royalty. Royalty?
So, you're not royalty. I guess I say Secretarian house wouldn't care then.
Are you trying to read her after you say that?
I am trying to read.
Alright, go ahead and roll an insight check.
She should be intimidated as fuck. I'm a dragonborn. Ooh, I have no idea.
Alright, she definitely has some skill in hiding her her true emotions from her face. You can't read her, but you can tell that she has some training in, fucking blanking out on the word.
Interrogation tactics.
Not interrogation, but in general, she's very political with the way she's behaving.
I see.
So she is royalty.
Well, you don't know that.
I see. All right then. Did I remember there's something being about there's 2 different houses, and that one of them wanted the boy, or one of them was at war with the Secretarians. I think there's 2 warring kingdoms. Do I remember what the name of the other kingdom was?
The question is, does your DM remember?
Oh.
The question is, do any of the players remember?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'll let you roll a history check.
Because I know I do remember that there was something.
Yes, I'm going to probably retcon some stuff here, but what do we got? All right. You do remember that the Secretarian family was at war. And they were at war with the Patvia family, or the Patvia royal house.
The Patvia royal house. All right. I say, okay then. Well, I think that the Patvias might be very interested. And I'm trying to read her again.
Go ahead and roll insight. All right, Kaz and Erst. Erst, I know you're in the room. Kaz, what are you doing? You just fell into a pool. Your towel is now soaking wet.
This will never do. Look for another nearby towel.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception. Erst, what do you do? That is probably the best perception check you'll ever have. Wow! Okay. Erst, you find it very, very hard to read her, but you notice very, very, very small facial twitches. When he said the Patvia family would pay a lot, or his comment about the Patvia family, you saw her throw a sad grimace real quickly before she corrected herself.
I didn't see that.
No, you didn't see jack shit.
I was telling him that.
You were distracted by other parts of her.
And she is very pretty.
All right, Kaz, you do find a towel.
All right. Sweet. I'm gonna wear it all toga style.
Yep. Okay.
I shall say the reason why we're doing this is because the boy said that what was it?
Well, there you just admitted that we have him, or we know about him.
So the lady cuts you off and yells out, "I knew you had my son! Give him back to me!"
The gig's up, gents.
And she's yelling.
I say, easy now. He's perfectly safe.
How do I know that? Maybe you just resold him. Maybe you sold him to the Patvia family like you already fucking said you did.
As she is on her outburst, I would like to kick into the door and just not try to break it, but just kick open it. And just stand in the doorway all heroic looking like Caesar with some bush twigs in my ears. Behold, I have arrived!
And luckily enough, there was a light breeze, so the bottom of your towel sort of, goes outward and sort of looks very epic.
Builds up.
Yeah, it billows up, but not high enough, thank God.
I thought that's where you were going with.
I didn't want to go there. I just wanted to make him look really good. All right, so Adorable and Erst, the door is kicked open.
I'm immediately on my feet thinking, oh shit.
And you guys see Kaz standing there.
Oh, I relaxed.
We have saved a young man from the misfortunes of slavery.
You guys hear a knocking on the wall? Shut up! I'm trying to sleep!
Sorry,
It's the middle of the day. Why are you trying to sleep?
he works night shift.
I
You
can
should
agree.
know better.
I do know that, yes.
You're just caught up in the heat of the moment where you forget that there's a night shift guy.
It's probably Dave. I'm sorry, Dave.
No one likes Dave. Dave's quite a cunt.
Alright, so her face is red from yelling and, just now a little bit more frantic than usual.
Look. Easy.
If you stay calm, we will bring your son up here to you.
Once he gets back from shopping. I think that's where I think he was, anyway.
That step on his toes, touch your mouth.
He's out there alone?
No, he's got a babysitter.
Are they trained?
Highly.
Well enough.
In combat?
Kick
Look,
Dorvalson
doesn't look-
before you can say something. Shush. He is safe. He will be here. If you keep on with these harangues and outbursts, we will not be able to do this here. So you need to remain quiet.
How do you know he's even safe right now?
We just do.
Bullshit! You're worried just as much as I am now, I can tell.
If I was worried so much, why would I be dressed up like this?
Because you're a lunatic. You kidnapped me.
I look at her, he's like, believe me, he is a lunatic.
You're the one who lost your son to slavers.
Ooh, that's personal. Ooh, I like that.
She shuts her mouth.
And if you want our score of competence, yes, we kidnapped you. Therefore, if anything, you should say that we are more competent for it.
He's got a point there.
If anything, your guards are the ones that were the incompetent ones.
You did let a dwarf hijack you. Like a singular dwarf kidnapped you.
I shall pipe up. Can I finish what I was saying?
Please, I'm
Yes.
sorry, we got off track.
I'll go find my gear.
The reason
Just go
why
trump up the room.
I did all this was because I had to know that you weren't with the. Was it Prevelli's?
Pat Volovias? Volovias?
Pepperonis!
It's the Royal House of Patvia, so I guess
Patvia.
Patvians?
The Patvians!
I had to make sure you weren't with the Patvians. Trying to hide as them and say you were his mother or next of kin. See how you really acted without your guards.
Acting without my guards, you kidnapped me.
She's got a point there.
I'm gonna try and do everything I can to survive. And yet, here we are. Still, me kidnapped. My guards probably dead.
The one with the bigger army has advantages in diplomacy.
Yeah, and when... And she stops. Like she was about to say something very, very informative.
Oh, go on. Please inform us.
Shut up.
Can he come back now? Is the kid back yet? I go look. I lean out the door.
And speaking of coming back, has Eddie returned yet, or is he still out there?
He's still out there.
Right.
Your house is definitely in the uppity up area. So he's got a little bit ways to travel. Even with his ability to fly.
I was gonna say I'll keep an eye out for Wee Man downstairs.
Alright,
Try to-
Dorville, what do you do?
I just lean out the door.
Okay.
And,
Erst!
look.
Yes.
She stands up and bolts for the window.
Oh, do I hear this?
You hear it, but Erst is the only one close enough to do anything about it right now.
Dex?
What are you going to try and do? What are you...
Grab
You're going to try and grab her? Alright, go ahead and make an athletics check. Ooh, can you beat a 21?
Here's a good time for a nat 20. No,
No.
you can't.
Do I see her trying to jump out the window as I'm downstairs, or am I?
No, you can't really
Okay.
see that. Do you want to use inspiration? I don't know if any of you guys have it.
Ooh, do you have it? Because I have it.
Now, can I jump out the window?
Well,
Or is that my...
you attempt to grab her. She's going to attempt to jump out the window. So you can definitely go after her, but she's got the lead on you here.
Well, she's not out the window yet, is she?
Not yet. I haven't. That's that's her goal because she's bolting for the window. Dorval, you're not close enough to grab her. Erst failed to grab her. She sort of slips through your hands. Her dress is very silky. All right, so Dorval, you have a chance to do something here, but it's not grabbing her. What do you want to try and do?
Could try to convince her, like tell her your son will be lost if you do this.
Yeah, I say you jump out the window. Like, there's no going back. I don't make a move towards her, but I tell her that, and make sure I'm understood.
She flips you the bird and jumps out the window.
All right. I would like to jump after her if I can.
Erst, what do you do?
Same thing, but before Dorville.
Yep. Erst goes out the window first, and then Dorval. You guys see, before you jump, you hear the splash of her hitting the water as Erst begins to leap out the window. Guys, go ahead and make dexterity checks. I forget what they're called.
Save.
Not dex save.
Acrobatics.
Yeah, make acrobatics checks. That's what I'm looking for.
Not proficient in this. And it shows.
All right. Roll a perception check.
Did 14.
No. You're inside. This is all happening upstairs, out the window, out back. So
Everyone
I'll see
roll?
about collecting some common clothes for the princess, the queen to wear.
what'd you say?
Surprise.
No talk.
Everyone roll perception, or...
No, just Kaz, because he's inside. He's not really a part of this. He was waiting for the kid in the main room. All right. So she gets a good head start on you guys. When she hits the water, she is like a natural trained swimmer. Or a naturally talented swimmer, that's what I was trying to say. And she just gets to the edge of the pool as you guys hit the water, and she's climbing up.
I'm gonna go after her.
Now, you both are wearing armor, so it's weighing you down.
I actually am not wearing armor.
You're not wearing armor,
I'm
no?
a barbarian.
Oh, okay. Alright, but she still has a head start on you. Erst, you're definitely slowed in the water.
Fuck it, fats me up.
Fastball special coming up.
Alright, you grab Erst. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Can I think thin? Think aerodynamic?
You can think that all you want.
Curl up like a ball. Think of it like dodgeball.
So she's going towards an alleyway, so you have a straight shot at her. Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
Do I want to use inspiration?
Well, you can use it after you roll.
Okay, I will.
First, assist him leap from his hand as he throws you.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Can he do that?
I'm thinking about half thin.
Alright.
So
you have it lined up, but you don't think you have the oomph to get to her. So you can use the inspiration if you like.
Oh, this is important. Yep.
Do it. Be the king of competitive bitches.
Alright! With an oomph! Erst goes flying like a missile, super aerodynamic. Erst, with advantage, go ahead and roll an athletics check to grab her. Go ahead and roll another one with advantage.
Ah.
It's all good. Oh, nice. The double 12. All right, you grab a hold of her and you tackle her to the ground.
That image. I, I'm gonna go run up to them. I have 50 feet of movement. Or 60.
Don't make this
50,
hard
I
on
think it is.
yourself. Harder.
She's like trying to just scrape the ground to just get away from you guys.
Knock her out again.
Don't! She's already has a concussion.
She needs a few more to knock some sense into her.
We are accosting royalty here. Grab her.
All right, well, Erst has her.
I pick them both up and walk back to the hotel. Towards the back of the hotel window, where my window is.
All right. Kaz, Dorville, and Erst come through the door carrying the lady in red. You found a couple outfits for her.
Hey, I
wanna
see
go
y'all
through the
took a
front door.
bath too. Just in time.
Hey, you guys are
found
soaking
some-
wet.
Look what I found as I hold out the outfits. Not gonna explain what they're for.
Alright, back up to my room.
All right, yeah, you slosh your way up to your room.
Squish, squish, squish,
Squish, squish, squish. All right, you guys are back in the room.
We really are trying to help you, whether you like it or not. You can't.
You kidnapped me. How is that helping me? You separated me from my trained guards. You kidnapped me, dragged me through what I thought was a sewer from the smell.
Definitely
Excuse
was,
you,
sir.
we protected you from assassins that your guards would clearly not have been able to handle.
How would you know that? You took me away from my guards.
If we were able to, then definitely would have been able to.
Yeah, those assassins kicked my ass.
And my guards are stronger than you.
I kicked your guards' ass, therefore, assassins would have kicked your guards' asses twice over.
No, you snuck up on my carriage, knocked out my poor old driver, and took off.
Oh no, I forgot. Assassins are extremely honorable. They would not know anything about stealth. They would have just announced their presence from miles away as well as their intentions.
Yes, they would have.
Now, if we can get by all this chicanery, your son is on the way back here. But there are still assassins out there hunting you. So,
And my son!
therefore, we have already disguised him, so it will be harder to identify him. However, you, although you're kind of half cleaned up from it, you're still wearing that, which sticks out like a sore thumb in this part of town. Therefore, I have taken the liberty and the effort to go through and pick you out some outfits you can wear, so you will appear less descriptive and blend in with the populace until you are able to rejoin your guards with your son.
How am I going to blend in with tablecloths wrapped around me?
They're not tablecloths.
This is what commoners wear, not that you would know any better.
They're actually pretty nice looking.
Those are tablecloths from downstairs
Are they
from the table.
Are they
Yes,
actually-
and will assassins be looking for someone wrapped in tablecloths? No, they'll be looking for someone strutting around. Well, as you
Idiot.
please, like I own the whole damn city. In some fancy, gaudy dress like that.
They're gonna be looking for army men. You're stupid.
Doesn't matter what I'm wearing, my hair is going to give it away. Hence the reason I had a carriage.
It's the reason for the extra tablecloth, I mean headdress.
And I'm sorry if that was too loud.
No, you were good. No talk.
Look,
You
go-
wrap it around your head so it hides your hair.
So my head is going to look like a cone that is like a symbol to say, hey, this person's a freak.
Hey, look at this idiot over here.
Would you rather look like a freak or an archery target?
Potato, potato.
Technically, it does look very similar.
Well, I suppose we can... better not. I imagine you'd be like a dwarf with his beard. There is one option to solve this identification issue, but you would not like it.
We are totally distracting her right now. We're stalling for time.
We could give you a haircut. Snip, snip.
You will not touch my hair.
Alright. Then you will have to wear a conch tablecloth. Or we could just throw you in a potato sack again.
It's very undignified for someone of her stature. But necessary, I say.
She just sort of pouts.
Besides, maybe you'll invent the next new style. Might become a hit.
Tablecloth.
Where's my son?
He should
On
be
his
here
way.
in a minute.
Then let me go and let me take him to safety.
Once he gets here, you must be patient.
Promise me that.
Once your
I
son...
promise you, on the oath of the sun, our intention is to reunite you with your son.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. I swear.
Why is it that he's stuttering when agreeing with your plan?
I'm not stuttering.
I think he's a little bit dim-witted. As I kind of hold my hand just so he's like off to the side.
Alright,
You know,
blind.
scales
Blindy.
in the brain.
Ernst, what are you thinking? What are you doing right now?
I'm thinking.
Alright. Keep thinking.
He's thinking.
I'm thinking.
Until then, though, because we have yet to be able to trust you to cooperate with us.
How do I trust you guys with anything? You kidnapped me!
If we wanted to kill you, we'd have done it. If we were
Yes!
looking for the assassins, we'd have given you to the assassins.
And you're probably just gonna sell me off!
We did think about... Well, we did have...
What did you just say?! See? I can't trust you with anything!
Hey, we were offered 5,000 just to let you fight.
Yeah, technically
We
they weren't
turned it down.
assassins.
I'm worth 10
Quite
times that!
some. Well, we don't know that.
I'm gonna walk over to the window and close it and lock it this time. It's...
Now, please put on the tablecloth.
No.
Yes.
Go
No.
downstairs,
I
ask
shall-
Betty for one of her old dresses.
I shall.
That's what I thought it
Give-
was.
I shall give
That's what I-
Kaz my crossbow. Look at him and say, "Just in case," and then walk downstairs to
Did
wait
you
for
get the crossbow?
Well, that's not gonna be
my
very
crossbow.
useful without bolts.
Who'd you give the crossbow? Me?
Yes,
Yeah.
you!
How am I gonna do
As
with
he's
this?
holding it.
Yeah, it's pretty much like half his height.
Well, you just set it up and fire it.
Gonna set it up
Set
as
it on
use
the
as a
table.
chair. I guess it works as a chair. Alright, Dorval, you got first watch. I'm gonna take a nap.
You're going to take a nap.
Gonna take a nap. I'll be over here.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna change that. I
Okay.
shall look. I shall give it to Dorville and look back at the Queen and Dorville and say, "Just in case." Then
Look,
go
I
outside
don't need
and
this.
try to find Secretariat.
Alright, Ernst, you go downstairs and you find that the barmaid and Secretariat are back. Dorville, you are holding a crossbow that Ernst just handed to you.
I set the crossbow down, pointed away from her. Just glared at her.
I don't know why he gave us a crossbow. Neither of us use crossbows.
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. You point and click, but like
Suppose,
that's not
but I
my
have
style.
javelins. Javelins solve everything.
Javelin.
Need to lock a door? Javelin.
You
Need to
two are the
open a door?
worst
Javelin.
kidnappers I've ever seen in my life. You don't even know how to use a crossbow.
Oh, we know how to use it.
Prove it.
I don't want to shoot you.
Don't shoot me, shoot him.
You almost got me there. I actually thought about doing it.
Or just shoot out the window. There's a pool out there. I bet you can't even shoot it.
I'm not Cazadeus. She's Cazadeus. Shoot him. So I point at her.
What happened?
Go ahead. Show me how you use it. You dimwit.
Open the window.
Don't open the window. No.
If you're gonna do
it's
anything,
spreading.
bound her and re-gag her.
No,
That's how she got out the window the first time.
you weren't watching.
Or did she just walk out the door while I was downstairs?
Oh, you were downstairs. That's right.
Yes, I was downstairs. I turned my back for 2 minutes,
Has he gotten back up here yet?
and she jumped out the
Secretary.
window.
No, you guys are having a conversation. Ernst is probably still walking down the steps at this point.
Okay.
I'll let this go on.
Cutting
This is
your paycheck.
entertaining.
I have no need of crossbows. I have javelins.
Not that I pay you anyways, but I'm cutting it.
I'll pay you to pick it up and shoot him. That's probably what you're doing this for money, right?
money. We
Kidnap me to
turn
sell
on-
me like I thought you were.
Any chance of reward for reuniting you with your son?
I doubt we're gonna get any of that because
I'll pay you to free me and let me go.
pretty pissed at us right now.
I don't know, maybe we should have sold her at the pit. Kidding.
Look,
All right, Ernst. All right, you go downstairs. You grab Secretary. You bring him upstairs. What are you trying? You trying to make him look through the keyhole?
Yeah, see if it's actually who she says she is.
All right, he can't see anybody besides Cazadeus' head.
Go
Then
ahead
wait.
and re-gag her and bound her before she causes more trouble again. Please.
nah.
I'm not
Should
very good at these knots.
I know you're not. You're afraid not. I'm afraid not. You're not.
See?
Not.
Terrible at tying knots as I tie them.
I can show you how to tie a knot. Just give me some rope, and we can tie this little one up.
We'll tie each other up. It'll be kinky as fuck.
So do you actually tie her up?
But I guess I accidentally tied her up.
All right, yeah. You use the tablecloths and tie her up.
I sighed deeply. Look, this is not. Well, he moved away from the door then.
He does.
How'd that
But
happen?
Ernst, what were you doing?
Hoping that he would be like, that's someone or whatever.
You know, this is so and so.
He Secretariat turns to you and says, I can't really see her. She's tied up in tablecloth.
Just. We have no idea you're out there.
Correct.
That to the point, yeah.
Dorval, do you think you can handle her for a minute? I'm gonna go see if anything's changed downstairs.
What does the door open inwards, outwards? Left,
Outwards.
Gonna
Alright.
unbar the door and open it.
All right, you hear a poof as you open the door.
right? Oh,
Ah!
You see Secretariat also
I
rubbing
was
his
gonna
head.
do a thing. I was gonna do a thing.
What are you gonna do, Ernst?
Make it so
hold on.
that
I'll close
we're
the door
hidden
back.
by the door.
You were what?
We are hidden by the doors.
So I just
it
open the
opens
door, they're
outward.
still behind the door.
Yeah.
Like they just get kind of pushed out of the way.
Okay, yeah. So the door's open. They're pushed out of the way. Kaz-
I'm just gonna casually walk downstairs and shut the door behind
Kaz closes the door and walks down the stairs.
Hey, saw you down there. Hello.
What do you do, Ernst? He's yelling down the stairs as he's walking. He's looking for you.
Do the little quiet finger thing to Secretariat.
Kaz, you make your way down the stairs. Alright, Kaz goes out of eyesight, and he's still yelling for you, but it's a lot farther away now.
Excuse me, random person, have I told you about the sun today? Then I'll just go off and start doing that for a while.
I shall look and see what's going on inside.
Through the keyhole or open
Yeah.
the door?
Keyhole.
Alright. Dorval, what are you doing? She's wrapped up in a tablecloth.
Like, what? That's undignified. Those ropes wouldn't hold you anyway. They're not even ropes. They're tablecloths. Here, let me help you.
Oh!
I'm still gonna keep her gagged, but I'm gonna untie her.
Well, she's just gonna undo the gag if you untie her.
I'll ungag her too.
Alright, I shall let Secretariat have the...
That's kind of meta.
have the view.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, you might want to let Secretariat speak before she starts speaking, just to make sure the story checks out.
Do you know this person, Secretariat?
She looks familiar, but it's hard to see through this keyhole.
Look, we're just...
red hair definitely signals my royal family, but I can't really tell. He's sort of like awkwardly trying to look through it.
Let her.
You gotta remember, he's taller than you,
Yeah.
Urs. So he's like bending down, trying to crouch and sort of look through it.
Maybe open the door?
That's what I'm thinking, crack it a
Yeah,
little
just
bit.
open the door.
Yeah, crack it a little bit.
Alright, you crack open the door a little bit. Dorville, you hear the door squeak.
Take a little bit of a look inside.
It's cousin.
The both of us.
Doing like the goofball, like you're the lower head, he's the higher head. Oh god. Okay. She looks familiar, but I just can't tell. Just looking through a crack in the door. You see Secretariat trying, but he rolled like shit.
Maybe mention she claims to be his mother? Or ask him what his mother's supposed to look like?
What does your mother look like?
She has red hair, she's very beautiful, freckles on her face.
Show him what. Did she have freckles?
Yes.
Alright. Anything else, Secretariat?
Got purple eyes.
Show him what?
Yep. He's listening her down to pretty much exactly what she looks like.
As they're talking, I'm gonna walk up. Is
Alright.
she kinda crazy in the head?
My mother is royalty. Please do not talk about her like that.
Ah. So crazy in the head.
It's not nice.
You haven't had to deal with her for the last day.
No, but I've dealt with her my entire life. She's my mother. It's not nice of things to you to say.
Well, if she's your mother, don't you think you should go hug her?
I don't know if that's my mother. It's hard to tell.
I'm just gonna swing open the door.
Oh, good.
This
you're back.
him? As I point down at Secretariat.
Oh, there he is.
She begins to cry.
Well, she's not tied anymore, so she can run over to him.
She looks scared to run over to him. She's
That
bruised and
nudge.
battered from getting hit in the head, tackled, kidnapped.
I'm just gonna kind of nudge him. Go.
He takes a couple steps forward. then stops.
Something wrong?
That's not my mother.
Uh-oh.
I instantly activate the Sunblade and step between them.
That's my aunt.
Oh, no.
Oh. That good? Bad?
Oh, no.
Alright, we'll take a 10-minute break here. Get some water, grab some snacks. And, yeah, we'll reconvene in 10 minutes.
Alright.
Yay, we didn't murder her.
I'm curious how this would have went if Hippo was here.
Oh,
I think we would
completely
have sold
different.
her for 5,000 gold. If this was Popov or Dag, her ass would have been sold. Or, like, thrown through something.
Kaz has a
Yeah,
conscience.
No.
I'm shocked.
So did
Shocked.
Dag.
Not surprised, but
Painful thing
shocked.
to deal with. Why couldn't we have a neutral character to do these things? These pseudo-terrible things.
I'm chaotic good, so this is completely within my character.
Alright, be right back.
Kidnapping people for the greater good.
Oh, wait. I have that prepared? You check.
Do you have any spells left?
Oh yeah. Oh hey, by the way, I do have it prepared. I can also do Zone of Truth, by the way.
Oh, that would have helped like 20 minutes ago!
Well, I was waiting until we could actually have all this.
Do you have any heals left?
A little bit. I can
At least heal or
poke her.
concussion. What does
Yeah,
the
I
peanut
think
gallery
that
think?
wore off. It didn't seem to impair her jumping out the window and like losing both of y'all. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to keep her bound and gagged. Because even with assassins coming after her, she was still fighting us. So clearly she has, you know, that whole royal stick up the ass thing going.
Alright, I'll be back in minutes. Back.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hello.
Oh, nice.
I have claws now, apparently. Retractable claws.
Oh, you took that feat?
I did.
Good.
It's a good feat.
Feet with claws.
Mm-hmm.
Or talons, I guess.
I'm a big scary dragon.
So anyways, I think my game plan right now is to do a Zone of Truth and just start off with asking her if she means any harm to the boy.
She can resist Zone of Truth, FYI.
But
But
she
you-
does, I'll know.
But you know if she does.
And don't let me forget before it runs out to ask her if we let her go, if she will seek to retaliate against us.
Let me use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Wonder if Fat's character went into the pit version of Sex Dungeon.
The world may never know.
Nope.
Alright. I am back. You guys back?
I am not
Yep.
back.
Alright. As a heads up, I might need 5 minutes if food shows up just to go grab it.
Yeah.
Anything good?
I don't know. It's a gamble on Saturday nights.
To be honest, it is.
But Saturdays are
order
for the
pizza.
boys.
For when I go to work tonight, and I gotta leave at 10:30.
All right, so what you got? 45 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, then we'll kick right into it then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're in a zone of truth.
Well, we cast it already? Okay, cool.
Okay. Turn off the TV in the background. All right, so yeah, right. I have fucking Law and Order on in the background.
Dun, dun,
Dun,
dun.
dun.
It's perfect.
Wait, that's perfect for what's
Yeah.
coming up, right?
It's perfect. Turn it back on.
All right. She saves.
Oh.
The kid saves.
That's shitty.
Yeah, they
We
both.
save.
I don't think you.
Unless you're purposefully trying to get us in it, we don't have to save.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think you guys have to save, or do you? I guess you do. Fills the room, so
Well, I guess I gotta save.
Yeah, so if you guys don't want to be affected by it, go ahead and roll some charisma saves.
Oh boy.
One of the few charisma saves in the entire game.
Nope. I have to tell the truth.
All right, you're gonna have to. So,
They can voluntarily fail a zone of truth.
Yeah, they can voluntarily fail.
I don't think she wants to.
No, she definitely doesn't want to. This is a woman that probably has a lot of secrets.
So we do not care about royal secrets and anything like that. I have casted a zone of truth, as you may be able to tell. But I know that it's not affecting you at the moment. If you would willingly give into its power, please, this would prevent us from having to carry you out of the room, then back into the room, then out of the room, and back into the room until it kicks in.
That's a funny way of doing that. I think that's how it works.
I don't know if that's how it works. Hold on.
So please do this so that we can proceed. Because it seems that you are not the person, quite the person you claimed to be, so we must make sure that you do not intend harm upon this boy.
A creature that enters the spell's area for the first time, or on a turn, or starts its turn, must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a creature can't speak deliberate lies when in radius. You know when.
So every 6 seconds.
Every 6 seconds, I gotta keep rolling? Jesus. Cast 10 minutes. Alright, hold on. Let me look this up real quick.
Oh, does the turn still work when we're...
Technically, yes, but usually we just sort of. Usually we just, go through it.
I mean, I can always just recast it and see if second time's a charm.
I'm reading right now. I'm trying to. I'm looking it up. Okay, I think it's one save until you pull them out, and then put them back in. God, I don't. That's such a stupid way to do it. It should be if she succeeds, she's just immune to the zone of truth. It's a level 2 spell. Well, I guess I could make her roll after every question. Would that work out fine?
I don't
Sure.
know. I don't know.
Because I don't want to just like, you grab, pair up, throw her back in, pair up, throw her back in. With how funny that would be, it's just sort of a waste of breath. God, that's so. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast. Making shit confusing as fuck.
You're
All
welcome,
right.
Shomut.
What?
You're welcome, Shomut.
Yeah, thanks. Uh-huh.
Do you intend this boy harm?
No.
Woman, do you intend this boy harm?
God damn it, fuck you.
Are you sure about that?
She succeeds again. No. Alright, fuck this. How do I want to rule this? This is stupid as fuck.
I will interrogate you until this damn spell kicks in, or you give into it.
I'll never give in! Never!
Do you intend the boy harm?
Well, she net one.
Okay, there we go.
Alright, fine, you force her to fail. She can only speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And that goes for everybody in the room. I'm gonna look.
I agree to this.
I will look up this. I'm gonna ask somebody. I'm gonna go to Crawford and fucking harass him until he answers my question.
I pulled a Kirsty.
Yeah, you guys pissed me off. Is someone gonna do a fucking hut right now too? No, you didn't piss me off. I'm
Leading
just
this
joking.
tiny hut.
Yeah.
Why don't you like those?
Yeah, it's just gonna meld to the shape of the room. Is it a half sphere or a full sphere? Fuck it. Alright. What happens if the fucking building collapses? Are you just standing out in the open? Alright. I'm glad this is all getting caught on stream, by the way. You hear that, Group 1?
Hi, Group 1.
Okay.
No, they don't watch us.
/ end rant. No, they're here. You know they're here. Alright, so everybody's under the guise of Zone of Truth. That is not the official ruling, that is the ruling I'm making right now. That can change later on. So,
I know
okay.
the situation.
So, alright, everybody's underneath the Zone of Truth.
I'm just gonna say.
No, I do not intend the boy harm. He is my nephew.
All right.
Nephew, yeah.
I have no intention of harming you.
Huh. Do you... Will you
Pretty
seek retribution against us after all this is settled? If it is settled in a beneficial way, like we let you go with the boy?
Not sure if Shomut cut out or.
I don't know how to answer the question. She says, if it's beneficial, then no. I will not seek retribution. But I will be charging you money to replace this dress.
Fair enough.
Hope it's not too expensive. How much did it cost?
5,000 gold pieces.
Oh. I asked the boy, is this...
She is under the
Is
zone
this
of truth.
favorable? Did you run away? I asked him.
You asked the kid?
Mm-hmm.
No, I was kidnapped by a group of men. He doesn't really know the title. I was kidnapped by a group of men that used me as a hostage to make my family do something. I don't know what, but they were talking about making my family do something. And when it all went down, my family paid for my release, but then they just decided to sell me as slaves.
Have we treated you fairly and with all intentions of not harming you?
Well, you
Yes.
never harmed me.
I say yes. I'm under the spell too. Zone of truth.
We bought you, and
Yes.
then we set you free.
Yes.
We gave you a good home temporarily. Did you like it here? I'm assuming no.
The barmaid is nice. I do like it here.
Would you like to go home with your aunt? Would you feel safe?
I would feel safe if she had guards with her.
I say compulsively, I did not murder those 2 guards.
Princess,
So
would
much.
you agree to allow
What's
us
up,
to
Ernst?
guard you?
Is Eddie back?
Yeah, Eddie flitters back in.
Alright. What did he see?
He sees your house is fine.
Anyone there?
There's 2 guards positioned outside. Eddie went in for the chimney.
City guards or?
City guards, yes.
Alright.
Princess, would it be allowable for us to escort you and act as your guard until you are able to rejoin your own? Would that be acceptable?
That is acceptable, but I don't know if I'm willing to accept my kidnappers as guards.
Think of it like we kidnapped you or surprise adopted you to protect you.
Well, look at it this way. Either you
And-
can have us escort you with this fine boy back to your royal guards, who are more appropriate at their jobs apparently. Or you can run off with the boy with no guard, nothing to protect you.
You are willing to let the boy and I go on our own?
We are not willing.
It would be highly, highly inadvisable. I would
What-
feel better if you had guards with you.
Well,
because
what happened
I
to
am
my
honestly
guards?
concerned about your safety.
We have no idea. I have no idea. I say, which is technically true.
They are not at my house.
Could my guards be dead?
It's
Could
plausible,
be.
but we did not kill them.
I'm sure you have more than 8 guards.
I only brought 8 with me into the city. It was supposed to be a covert mission.
Well, most of your guards were chasing after the carriage. So I would assume they're still out looking.
Maybe the assassins got to them.
But then they laid their lives down in the line of duty.
Is there a place in the city that you would feel safe?
She's
No.
just gonna answer with my guards. That's a better
How
one.
far away is a place of safety for you?
The Secretarian Kingdom is 3 days' journey. That is where I would feel safe.
In lieu of paying for your dress, would it be acceptable to hire us on as your guards?
You
For
want,
obviously for essentially paying for your dress.
you want me to hire you as guards? You are my kidnappers.
But we guarded.
Don't know if you guarded me. You knocked me out.
Um,
Around 4 times. She doesn't even remember the right number, so she's not lying.
technically, it was guarding you for your own safety.
Earth holds his hands up.
Well,
Innocently.
after this point, we would no longer be your kidnappers, but your guards. If you wanted to run off by yourself after that point, that is your prerogative. We will try to protect you, but I can't run but so fast with these stubby legs.
I say, I do know how to use a crossbow.
She says, I still don't believe you.
Fair enough.
I submit fully to the zone of truth. I sincerely mean you no harm. I want to help you and this boy.
Then help us get back home. Fine, I will hire you on as guards.
Thank you.
We just
But-
gotta get out of the city.
Yeah, she was getting to that. We need to get out of the city. We need to get back to our lands with my guards. With with my sister's guards.
Where is his mother? I ask.
His mother is back in the kingdom. She barely gets out of bed these days.
Oh, it's
First,
sad.
could you send your little friend to try to locate some of her guards?
I was about to do that.
Would it be objectionable for you to remain here while we try to locate your guards while guarding you and the boy? And bring them back here so we can all rendezvous together and try to leave the city as one. And our wizard, wherever he went to.
That
I
is
suppose.
fine. That is fine.
I don't know if it's true. I'd say we're not incompetent, but I don't know if it's true. So I'm not gonna say anything.
I'll use up the last 5 hit points of my lay on hands to try to heal some of the knots on her head.
Nah, she's fine. She's at full health.
Boop.
I'll
You have been
with
booped.
one just to kind of heal it.
There is
Be with you.
There is no escaping the boop.
And with this, I offer you truce.
I
And
accept
goodwill.
your truce. But I also have questions.
Oh, go ahead.
Ask away. Would you like?
She looks at Erst. Why did you buy him?
I took
Remember,
pity
we
on
were in
him
a Zune in truth.
Why'd you take pity on him? Why not the other children that were there? The other creatures, the other people. Why him?
because a friend took pity on him.
Say that again, sorry.
Because a friend took pity on him.
Who was his friend?
Him, the boy,
Beef
or
with-
him as in you?
Him as in you.
What was the question first? The fourth person who was the friend?
Yeah, she's asking who's the friend.
The fourth person in our group.
She looks at all of you. What makes you think that this is even safe? Why are we're at a bar? This is not a defensible position. Those assassins could come back.
Which is why
Who
we
would
will
look
be
for
leaving
royalty
as
at a
soon as
rundown
possible.
bar?
Well, let me give some advice. They know what I look like. My nephew is dispensable enough. They know what you look like. How do you plan to even get us out of the city gates?
As fast as we can.
Hold on 1 second.
Pizza's here. How do we plan on getting her out of the city?
Tablecloths.
As as best we can. That's my
Food is not here. That was my
Oh.
order for food, which means I'm eating at like fucking 9:30 at night, which is awesome. That's very sarcastic. All right.
Hey.
So, she
Bribery, tablecloths, luck, magic horse.
My carriage full of papers.
His carriage full of papers if I don't burn it down.
I just say, I'm strong.
I'm also hoping that any threats that may appear that we will be able to handle it, especially if we are also in the company of your guards as well.
All right, Eddie flitters back in. He finds no traces of the guards.
That means it's time to go. Are you hungry?
I'm fine.
Okay. I can get you some alcohol.
So, anyone opposed to me going ahead and dropping the zone of truth? So I
Zone.
waggle my fingers in the air
Oh,
mysteriously.
I asked the boy, "Do you want to go with her?"
I just want to see my mother again.
Good enough for me. Rid of the zone of truth. I do imitate what he was doing.
I shall ask Secretary and if there is a fallback point.
What are you asking? Sorry.
If there's a fallback point, like if somehow something goes wrong, we meet up here.
She talking about like the guards, like some...
Yeah, but where would they be?
We never had a fallback point. The plan was to buy Secretariat back from the people, and that failed, so we decided to try and cut out the middleman and buy them from the slavers. But you ended up buying them instead.
What was your original plan to walk out of the city? Just go out through the front gate?
Yes, it's very easy to walk out the front gate when you're not wanted.
Wanted, dead or alive.
As you hear through the window.
I don't know where that came from.
Bon Jovi.
Oh, dang it. But Joey, curse
Oh
you.
well.
Get off my roof.
Guess it is a good thing we have a hero here along with us. A dwarven friend here actually helped slay Gnome of the
guitar hero.
Dwarven Kingdom.
She just sort of looks at you guys.
She doesn't know who Gnome is. I don't know who
should
Gnome
we
is.
go maybe find some better disguises?
Well, I have a wardrobe full of stuff. It's not much.
I take it you're not very keen on the tablecloths.
No.
Go ask Muriel for some of her old clothes.
I'll just I'll walk out of the room
I'll
and
do it.
go
Oh, Cuba. Okay, go.
and I'll go ask Muriel and maybe go shop about if I have to find some
Say Dorville sent
nondescript
you to
clothes
Muriel.
and cloaks.
Say it's a matter of life and death. And then wink at her.
Okay. Yeah, she just lets you have it. She doesn't really give you any.
I blink at her.
Your eyes aren't even fucking straight. You blink at like two different things at once. All right, but yeah, so. All right, so you grab some clothes. Erst, what are you doing?
Gonna need a montage.
Montage.
Past the point of no return.
At this point, the zone of truth is gone. It's been
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say we could also use I feel like it would probably be better for us to leave during the daytime, but we could also use a good rest before we get going. So we will likely be spending the night here.
I think we should just leave her now.
I mean, I'm pretty spent on spells and half dead.
You guys can sleep in the cart.
I mean, we have good opportunity for a long rest right here.
This is true. I will allow it.
Sure.
We just gotta make sure she doesn't... Well, we are
Rest
her
through the
guards now,
night and
so
rest through
somebody's...
the night and leave in the morning.
Yeah, somebody's gotta stay awake.
I guess before we do any of that, I'll go ahead and re-summon my spectral steed, but give him a slight palette swap.
Poof, the horse is in the room.
No, you're supposed to be outside!
Well, great.
Get out that door! So I'm just kind of shoving him from behind.
You're pushing at like the back of his legs.
Outside.
It gets through the door, but it sort of gets stuck because like half of its body, it's like its ass is still in the doorway, but its head is like pushing against the hallway wall.
We'll go ahead and dismiss him, then go run outside and do it. That'll tap me for my second level spells. Oh, you stay out here this time.
User left your channel.
Go in the stable. And jumping up on the roofs. Don't know how you got up there last time.
It's a magic horse. That's what it is.
You're not Bat Horse. Praise the sun, not the night. Have none of this again. And I'll go back inside.
The horse tries to follow you.
Don't.
All right, yeah, you go back inside after getting your wild horse fucking situated. Yeah. What else you guys doing?
Well, the window's barred. Well, locked.
Well, any supplies we should stock up on before we go for the rest?
I can order room service.
No, less people that see us, the better. And we already got outfits for both the kid and her.
I can go downstairs and get some food then, and then we can go to bed. Heck, I could probably even cook it.
All right, so Dorville and Kaz, you guys have plans. Erst, what are you doing?
Something.
What are you trying to do?
Guarding her.
Sure. Yes.
All right. Well, day turns into night, and yeah, you guys take a long rest. No issues throughout the night. Everybody wakes up all silky smooth.
Right. Oh, hold on. Freeze the sun!
Shut up! I'm trying to sleep!
You've slept all night, Dave.
Dave the sheriff.
No, I worked all night, dumbass!
No, you didn't. Go to bed.
Yes, I did! Now shut up!
Love you too, Dave.
Fuck you!
Fuck you too!
And the cycle begins.
I've made a nemesis.
Yeah. What was his name?
Dave.
All right.
He's Dave.
All right. Gonna create a section in my notebook for nemesises.
Don't forget
20
the other
sessions later,
quality
comes back
NPC
as
of
a
Steve
archmage.
/ whatever. Steve / Hubert, the hobo with multiple personality disorder and a javelin.
Dave is the night shift bartender.
He does have a +3 to sweeping.
He's very charismatic, but only after he drinks a little bit.
Only after dark.
Yep, only in the nights out. He's honestly probably the nemesis of both you, Dorville, and Kaz, since he's the night shift.
Oh no!
Every morning, Kaz just climbs out the window like a fucking rooster.
Get off
And,
me!
and every day you hear, "Shut the fuck up over there!"
Hughes and Seinfeld.
On the road again.
All right.
Can't wait to get on the road again.
So she's dressed up with the clothing that you got her. The kid's also same way, dressed up.
Looks nice.
She looks at all you guys and says, "All right, what's the plan?
We're gonna leave the city.
How?
Walk out the
With
front
a
of
cart.
it.
But aren't you wanted by the guards? You're kidnappers."
They didn't know we kidnapped you. I don't even think we kidnapped you.
You kidnapped me.
Yeah, I keep telling yourself that. Okay.
Well, dwarf's
I
gonna be
do
driving
know
the
of-
cart. Were they gonna put up a poster of a dwarf with a beard?
There's a way out through the port district.
Take
That's
a-
guarded as well.
All right. Well, we'll play along with you guys, but we definitely cannot be walking, or at least I can't be. You know, the hair gives it away.
I mean, isn't your Holy Mobile a covered wagon? The Pope Mobile, Kaz?
Oh yeah. Horse, go find it. I say mentally.
Go
and
find the cart.
verbally.
The horse. You mentally get an image of the horse trying to like pull away from the fucking thing you tied him to.
Alright, I did tie him up. Gonna go untime the horse. Ha! I'll go do that.
All right. Kaz goes out to untie his horse. Do we have food for the road, or do we have protection? Is it just gonna be you three? Like, how do you expect us to survive 3 days on the road?
We've done it before.
Got rations. Maybe get some rations, extra rations from the kitchen.
As guards?
Well-
You've done this as guards or as adventurers? Because this is a whole nother thing here.
Adventurers.
Like, what are you going to do if they catch up to us? This is the level of
Right,
paranoia that us of royal blood have.
Believe me, our other party member is just as paranoid.
Yeah,
So
but he's not here.
Oh, he's still down the poop chute somewhere. He'll catch up.
Maybe
though.
we should, So, real talk, we are getting on about, 10:15. Should we try to wrap this up early, or y'all wanna go till 10:30?
We'll go for another...
I'm good to go till 10:30.
Okay, because I was
Yes,
gonna say,
we
I
have
don't know if
15.
we wanna stick kind of towards the room and wait for, next session.
No,
or
play
head
along. Play
fast,
just
or
play
keep
it.
going?
Push your pace. You guys are fine.
Okay.
We can definitely pause and just pick it up exactly where we left off. So
Okay, good.
We could get into an altercation as we're leaving. So, all right, we got.
No
some
need to
rations.
fear as I come back into the door. We will have the finest protection of the sun.
There's such a thing as sunscreen. No, there's not. Maybe, I don't know. Is there?
Comes back with hobos.
what do you just pick them up and hold them so they block out the sun?
I think we're talking about two different things. But
Oh, are we? I thought that was what you were going to use as sunscreen.
I wonder what the
talking
hobo
about
army.
guards.
I wonder what the hobo followers of the sun, what their quantity is up to now. On the other side of town, there's just like
They
an
now-
army
Spreading like
They now have
congregating
different sex.
we've
that we
now
know nothing
created,
about.
We've created Christianity within homos.
The army of the rising sun, the army of the setting sun, are just having a turf war.
You've created insanity.
Oh boy.
I'm
Oh,
horrible.
boy.
I'm just gonna uninstall life right now.
There's
Rather
just
ram,
sun monks
download
and
more
light
shit.
clerics just fighting it out.
Okay, so your horse, Kaz's horse, brings up the cart. Erst, your horse and cart show up as well.
Magic.
Magic. Rail.
You see, if we burn all these papers in the back of his cart, then we'll have even more space for
User joined your channel.
supplies.
You do know the cart is made of wood.
So's the paper.
What? I'm not sure that's...
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say
Yep,
likely
that's how.
after saying
mhm.
that.
All right, let's get going.
I was gonna say... hide the princess and the secretarians underneath the paper.
I'm
You
gonna.
trying to kill him?
No. Just hide them.
I'm gonna go to whoever's working at the bar and hand over 15 gold to get some food supplies for the road.
All right. First off, let me get this straight. I am not a princess. I am not a queen. I am just of royal blood.
Okay.
That is the position of my sister and Secretarian's mother.
Okay.
Stop calling me princess.
All right, princess.
Then what do you want us to call you?
You
My
coming,
name
Duchess?
is Natalia.
All right, Natalie.
Do you have a speech impediment? And she looks at you, Norval. Get this right. You've kidnapped me. At least call me by my name correctly.
Are you ready to go,
Okay.
God Empress Natalie?
We're just having a bit of a jest.
She just shakes her head.
All
Let's
right,
get on
Natalia.
with it.
On the road again.
All right. So how are you guys? How are you guys positioning her and Secretariat?
They're in
Put
the back of the
them-
Pope wagon.
Do we want them in the back of the Pope wagon, or do we want them in the paper wagon with some of the papers blocking the view of them, like hidden by a wall of paper
We got a tarp.
and a tarp?
Yeah, put the tarp on top of them, and then put paper on top of the tarp.
Well, no, I'm saying I'm thinking like an open-ended wagon, and putting them ahead of the paper, so the paper is closer to the back entrance.
Sounds good. Are we doing this in full view? I say we just have them hop them in the front of the Pope wagon,
Yeah, we can put them in the Pope wagon too.
and
So-
then the paper wagon is running interference.
What you think, No Talk?
I was thinking of putting them in the middle of the paper pile, so that if anyone looks in, it's a 360 pay-per-view.
Yeah. Pay-per-view? Yeah.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
Ha ha ha!
Yeah. And plus, we can use the Pope-mobile for running interference, because I have mental link to my steed, so I can like remote control him. It's like a drone.
It's unmanned drones. GPS satellites. Alright, so we've agreed we're gonna put her in the paper wagon. Then put a tarp over the paper wagon.
Yeah.
Alright. We back the horse cart up into a wagon, an alley, like we're turning around.
All right.
We clear a space right in the middle for both of them.
All right.
We
Give them
put
some rations. I give
Yeah.
them the food supplies and stuff.
we put a tarp over the entire thing. Tie the tarp down. I will be riding in the paper wagon. I will be driving that / hitting people over the head.
I will
I
be
think you should be
gathering
in the Pope
my
wagon.
hobo followers of the sun along the way into the Pope wagon.
No,
if any come.
no, we don't need any.
A bunch of
But we could have
hobos in
just a
the...
wagon full of hobos. Do so as a
They wouldn't
distraction.
let the Pope
If
wagon
we run
through. You
into
saw what they
trouble, we
did to
just-
Steve, or the look-alike of Steve.
Alright. Got a little crazy there. Just
Yeah,
a
you-
wagon
you-
full of hobos. It's the ultimate distraction. Just turn over the wagon and just watch them scatter.
It's like trying to cross the border with a truck full of... I'm gonna step right there.
Smart choice to stop right there. All right. So the plan that I've gotten out of you guys talking is that Pope Mobiles run in front and screen, and Paper Wagon is in back with them in the middle of all the stacks of paper so that they're hidden in a 360 view.
Yes.
Yes, with the tarp over the paper wagon.
With a tarp over the paper wagon. Okay, I get you.
And then I'm driving / riding shotgun of the
Yeah,
paper
I assume
wagon.
No Talk is piloting his vehicle, and you're running shotgun,
Mm-hmm.
and Hyena's on your Hyena's on his Pope Mobile.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you sneak her nephew in, and you guys take off for the main gate.
Yep.
On your way to the main gate, or you see the main gate up ahead. You see a group of hobos coming out,
No.
and they see the Pope Mobile.
Praise the sun!
They
Yeah.
start chanting "Praise the Sun" as you drive by,
Praise the sun!
and they begin to follow the Pope Mobile like children running after a train.
Running
Or-
after the ice cream truck.
Right, you're running after the ice cream truck. Thank you. That's what I was trying to get at.
No, I need to spread word of the sun this way. You're supposed to scatter and spread word of the sun the other ways.
Go tell the guards.
You are stopped by the guards as the hobos are running behind the carriage.
I seem to have accumulated a following.
The hobos get down on their knees and start like bowing, praying towards the Pope Mobile by chanting "Praise the Sun."
No, the sun's up there. Praising that.
They hear you say that. They stand up and start praising the sun, standing up. The guards are now walking towards your Pope Mobile.
At this point, you just gotta yell attack.
Well, I'm serving as a distraction now. Y'all
You
keep
could-
going.
I want. Yeah, we should try.
So there are hobos lining the street.
You could tell him to try and get the guards to be a part of a Church of the Sun.
Yeah.
Sir, atop of the cart, one of the guards says.
Hello there, Sonny.
What are you doing causing a riot in our streets?
Causing a riot. I'm spreading religion.
Some call that causing a riot. Your assembly is illegal. Please remove the unfortunate people.
I'm heading out of town as it is right now.
You are causing a pileup of carts and travel with your followers, as you call them.
Hey, get out the way!
If you could help clear the path ahead, we could be out of town in no time. Then it won't be an issue anymore.
Our problem is your problem. They are bowing upwards towards your cart and the sun. You have 10 minutes to remove them.
Followers of the sun, clear a path.
Clear a path.
Moses.
They clear a path for you.
I try to
Good
stick
day,
as close
sir.
to the...
Get as close to him as you can.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Wave down, smile and wave at the guard.
Smile and wave, boys.
I'll be on
Smile
my
and
way
wave.
out then. Hopefully this should all clear out behind me. Sorry,
Alright.
Father Ruckus. As
So-
I head down the way.
Yeah, you head down the way. No talk. You were like bumper to bumper almost. And you guys make it out. And this line of hobos, of about like 40 different hobos, are now following your carts.
Well, it's time to leave. Yeah, gotta get these horses going faster, because I don't think they can run as fast as horses. Unless you want your hobos to follow you, you could have an army of hobos in the Pope wagon. Whatever floats your goat, my dude.
Hyena's thinking it's a weird thing.
A squad of hobos in the back of the cart.
Followers of the sun. As the sun must depart from us every day as it turns to night, we must depart from you now.
Where will
What
you
do we-
go?
We will go where we are needed. We will go to where the sun has yet to rise.
You are
and
our
bring light to the
savior.
darkness.
You are our Messiah. We must follow you. On whatever pilgrimage or Mecca that we must follow you. Praise the sun.
Praise the sun. But no, you must not follow me. You must go spread out to the corners of the world and spread the praise of the sun.
Be fruitful and multiply, my children.
Go, bring the teachings across the world. Teach them that the light has not yet gone out, that it will rise again. Yeah. Then I pick up the speed.
All right, we'll end it there. That goofy ass thing. All right, because I want to grab here real quick. So, any questions, comments, or concerns about anything for the campaign wise? You guys gained 1,500 experience, by the way.
Okay.
Group 2 hasn't changed.
Group 2 has not changed. Group 2 is still Group 2, and I love it. So yeah, any questions, comments, or concerns?
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
This was hypothesized a while back by me, but I think that Group 2 is the joke of the part of the groups, as in like we get to do whatever we want. Like you get to spread your wings and show your funny side, compared to the seriousness of the other groups.
Does that bother you?
No.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you guys have definitely taken on a more, comedic standpoint for your lot of stuff. I mean, Hyena's creating characters that are absolutely hilarious to watch. If that bothers you guys, like, just let me know if you guys want to, like, super serious it down. But you guys sort of have a very fun thing going. Your group is refreshing,
That's basically what I'm asking.
Is it dead set like this is like sort of a comedy thing? Not really. I just go along and play along.
Yep.
If this is the tone you guys want to run at, that's the tone I'm going to run it at. You guys are very, very naturally just an entertaining, funny group.
Yeah.
If we were to have like the standard like 5-hour sessions, I feel like in person we would just all be laughing for half the session.
Oh boy.
Because
yeah.
it's a group of goofballs and it's great.
Yeah.
But I'm not. It's definitely not something that's set in stone. I'm not saying like I'm not. This is just a funny group. Like if it's you guys drive it and I lay the road and you guys are just driving on it and you guys decide to
Detours, my friend.
detour and pull random U-turns and it's great.
Oh yeah, the tone's pretty much set in a loop for most of these games. It's going to be set somewhat by players in the group and also by DM setting up situations that kind of feeds off each other in that way. So definitely, if you want to see a tone change in the group, just let everyone know, and we can see about doing that. Or if you like where we're at, well, we'll keep where we're at.
But your hypothesis is correct. You guys are, it's a funny group. So we're running a little bit of a funny campaign. Not to say that your shit doesn't have consequences. Your shit has great consequences.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we've messed up so much of the cosmic universe.
Oh fuck yeah, it's great.
What have we done?
And I do kind of like that whole kind of. We kind of bounce between the extremes of serious situations and comedic situations.
Yeah, and then you turn serious.
While we still have our comedy situations, we still have our serious ones as well. Like, for instance, Star Wars, you have your scenes with R2-D2 and C-3PO, and then you have your scenes with all the serious shit going down.
Yep.
And I also have one question.
Sure.
Wouldn't in the other groups will we find hobos praising about the sun?
You'll just have to sit in.
Teaching.
You'll have to sit in and watch. You guys say someone has lit a fire within some of these hobos.
Maybe they'll straighten their acts up and not become
Yeah,
drug addicts or.
You never know.
Maybe
maybe you'll see it, maybe you won't. No talk. You just have to watch and see.
Yep, we're all in the same.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
The next time on Dragon Ball, exactly. All right, so Waylon, good seeing you again. Go to fucking work. Don't be late.
Yeah.
Go.